we had to role play Jen cutting the cake and preparing the cake to feed me the cake, and it was to model how a wife should have dinner ready for her husband when he comes home. My wife wasn't too happy with this scenario of these stereotypes, and as she brought the cake over to me, instead of feeding it to me, welcome to another video of Amateur Chefs, where we cook something we've never cooked before.
Yes, today I'm actually really excited about what we're making.
Why? Why are you excited?
Because this particular food that we're making is one of my favorite things to eat in this region. It is so good.
In this region? Texas?
No. Texas. No, today we are gonna make chapati, East African chapati. And I've eaten this many times. I've watched people make it many times, but I've never actually made it myself. So we're gonna see how this turns out.
All right. How do we do this?
Okay, so.
Do we need aprons?
Probably. Apron. Okay, so the ingredients for this are really simple. We got flour, salt, oil, and water. Super easy. So we're gonna start by putting the flour, salt, and oil into this bowl. Really glued this. Okay, so we're gonna start with 3 cups of flour. In East Africa, every time I've watched people make this and I ask them for the ingredient list, they're like, I mean, we just kind of put this and this and this. They don't have specifics, but I have to have specifics. And then we have a teaspoon of salt, and then 3 tablespoons of oil. When I've seen them make it, they usually use vegetable oil. So I actually didn't have vegetable oil. I'm using canola oil, but it'll be fine. Okay, and then we're gonna stir this all together. You wanna stir?
Sure. Is there a way to do this better?
No, just stir, and then right here I have 1 1/4 cups of water. So once this is kind of mixed, I'm gonna just slowly pour this water. Keep stirring. I thought about making this in the KitchenAid, but then I realized that wouldn't be very African. So we're doing it all by hand.
You don't need a KitchenAid, you got me.
That's right. Look at these muscles. While he finishes mixing that, I'm going to put some flour down because once it's all mixed together, then we are going to knead it for about 10 to 15 minutes actually. Yeah, so you gotta get your muscles ready for this. That's probably pretty good.
Take that off of there.
Yeah. So dough off the spoon here. And we're gonna start kneading. We need to time this so we don't.
All right, how long?
Let's do 10 minutes. 15 sounds like a really long time. We're almost done with the kneading. The dough feels super soft actually and slightly sticky, which is what you want. And yeah, feels really good.
There's the timer.
All right, so we needed this for 10 minutes, and now what we need to do is we need to let it sit and rest for about 20 minutes. So we're gonna do that.
We'll be back in 20 minutes.
We'll be back. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes. So let's take the dough out. It looks really good actually. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of flour down. Take this out. And then what we need to do is to divide it into 8 equal pieces. So I'm gonna get a knife. Here, do you wanna divide it?
Sure.
8 pieces. All right, we got our 8 pieces. Now, you could
Flat up
probably,
here.
it's for your muscles.
That's right.
You could probably, if you wanted to, go ahead and roll these out and cook them, but we're going for that super flaky chapati, which is, yeah, the best, I think. So we're going to roll these guys out. Flour. It's kind of hard to get them into a perfect circle, you know? So now what we're gonna do is we're going to, I have some oil here, and we're just gonna brush on some oil. And then we're gonna roll these up. Into like a rope. And then we're gonna wrap them around, yeah, wrap them like a coil, and then kind of tuck that in. So we're gonna do that with all of these, and then we're gonna let them rest again. All right, so we have our chapatis rolled out and coiled. I mean, doesn't that look so cute? Let me see. So great. Okay, so now what we need to do is you're gonna need to have a damp towel, and we are gonna cover these for about 10 minutes and let them rest for just a bit, and then we'll be ready to roll them out and cook them.
Yep.
All right, our 10 minutes are up.
Yes.
So now we get to do the fun part of rolling these guys out and cooking them. I'm excited. You?
Yeah. What's this thing?
Oh, so this is an actual pan to cook chapati in, straight from Kenya. And yeah.
Didn't someone call it a trash can lid?
Yeah, someone did call it a trash can lid, but it is not a trash can lid. It's actually pretty heavy.
Yep.
And we're not going to use that today, only because when they cook the chapati, they usually use that over an open flame. And I have an electric oven, and I just don't think it's going to work too well to use it. But yeah, otherwise I would definitely use it. All right, so we're gonna roll these out.
How thin do you want to roll them?
Like a 1/4 inch.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, a 1/4 inch thick. While we're rolling, we're gonna go ahead and turn the oven on so we can start heating up our pan. So
Medium heat.
Yeah, medium heat. Don't want it too hot because, yeah, don't want to burn these guys. I'm gonna try to get them nice and round.
I think you should do the rolling in. You have to be round.
Yeah, you did more of like an oblong kind of thing, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite Kenyan memory on all our trips there?
Eating chapati. No, we went, Jennifer and I were in a wedding in Kenya, and we were, the title that we had was called Best Couple for the bride and groom. So part of our role was to demonstrate marriage, marriage things, you know, and what it's like to be married. And they do it through the reception, and basically when they do the cake cutting part, they'll cut the cake, but then we had to role play Jen cutting the cake and preparing the cake to feed me the cake. And it was to model how a wife should have dinner ready for her husband when he comes home and stuff. And so the MC would say, okay, Jeremy's come home from a long day of work and Jen has food and now she's gonna feed him his dinner or whatever. And my wife wasn't too happy with this scenario of these stereotypes, and as she brought the cake over to me, instead of feeding it to me to take a bite, she rubbed it all over my face. Yeah, so that's probably honestly, that's one of my favorite memories of it.
And I failed because they made us redo it.
Yes, until you did it right.
Yeah, until I did it right. So
yeah.
That was
Good.
funny. Okay, we're gonna put the first chapati in the pan here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in there so our pan is nice and hot, you can feel it. And we are going to put some more oil on top here. Ooh, you can see it's already starting to bubble up. You see that? Right there, we got some bubbles happening. That's a good sign. We're just gonna oil it a little bit. And we're gonna let it sit for just a minute, and then we're gonna flip it and we're gonna oil the other side. I'm just gonna grab this. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. Oh yeah, look at that, that looks so good. And then we're gonna put some oil on this side. And I love how it's bubbling up. We want it to do that, so.
It smells good.
It does smell good. There we go. Yeah, another thing you can do, I've watched them do this, I don't know if it's gonna work in this pan, is they kind of turn it, you know, like keep it moving. But that's gonna be a little bit hard to do, but what you can do is like just keep flipping it. Yeah, see how that looks and see those bubbles happening? Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so good. You can just kind of let it cook a little bit on each side and basically keep turning it until it's the color that you want, which is gonna be kind of this light brown color. Yeah, you can't smell it in a video, but man, this smells good, doesn't it? The true test is gonna be if it's flaky. We got it flaky. Let's see if we win. Yeah, and just kind of cook it for a couple minutes on each side and keep flipping it. Okay, I think
Looks done to me.
this is done. So I'm gonna set it here and let it cool a little bit, and then we are going to see if it's flaky. All right, so we're gonna taste this one. It's a moment of truth.
Yes.
Here, how about I just?
You do yours, I'll do mine.
Oh, okay, we're each gonna try them. Gotcha.
Is that,
Okay.
you gonna roll it up or you gonna?
Yeah, let me roll it up. But you see how it's flaky? You can roll yours up. Oh yeah, look at that. It is flaky. That's really good.
That's pretty good for amateurs.
Really
Oh wow.
Good. Definitely an
Yes.
A plus.
Yes. Let me try yours. My goodness.
These are so good, you guys.
So good.
You can just watch us eat these because they're so good.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of our amateur chefs, and we think you should try this at home. And after you do, send us an email and let us know how it went. All right. Thank
Yes,
you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
All right. See you later.
Good.